So, hello, this is me from future. I'm the creator of this little thingy. I realized that the thing that with typing in chat that I did later wouldn't do the necessary thing. So I realized it would be nice to narrate it. I just woke up, it's fucking 2 p.m. Don't blame me for my English, please. But little thing with this creation. I just woke up and realized I fucked up a bit. You see, the whole rotor thing is a second idea. The first idea was to, maybe I'll post a little screenshot of it, place pistons and just push the whole like drilling tower towards the edge, and just push it down. It worked until I copied and pasted the whole ship because it broke and I had a backup in the background. So I pasted it and it didn't work at all. I had many tries with it. I rebuilt it from scratch many times. It didn't work. Now I learned a lot with the rotor part and I think I've got a solution. I will probably make another video here to explain the whole debacle with the copying, pasting and blueprinting whole ships and the effect it has on pistons and rotors. But it is a big material and I think it deserves a single private video. Here, I think I had something else to tell you about the whole creation, but I will probably just narrate it as it goes. Yeah, here one thing. The wheels at the moment are at 100% strength because the whole tower, pistons are not very stable, tends to wiggle a bit. To stabilize it, I have to use the wheels just to stabilize them, and after the whole operation you can just set them to 20 or 25% strength and they would just work as normal suspension. One more thing, I'll probably type about it at the end of the video. There's a thing where when you press P to lock the parking brake, you unlock the drill holding landing gear on the back. I might have a solution for it, a timer block that constantly locks it and only stops when it's needed, but maybe for a version 2.0. For now it works pretty well. Alright, let it drill a bit. Ah, yes, you can see the rocks on the right dropping. I have an idea to make a separate vehicle that would just connect or like push a bucket with collectors below it and collect it all because there's no space for any containers, to be honest here. I have 3 or 5 O2H2 generators, 6 engines and 2 small containers, and pretty much that's all. Yeah, you can see the whole drilling platform go down. And this is the end of the process with the drilling. At the moment, the ship only collects ice to the containers and drops everything else. Because it runs on solar, partly, just to stay alive, and on hydrogen engines. that you can turn on and off in the main cockpit. The whole ship uses free scripts, automatic LCDs. I don't really remember the creators, I'm really sorry, but this is what it uses. Floor plan, MK2, and some dashboard HUD, HUD, I guess, HUD script just for the main cockpit. You probably saw it when I drove the whole vehicle forward. All the timer blocks and all the programming blocks are exposed, except the floor plan one because it has to be on the main grid. And I made a huge wall of timers and small timers and small programmable blocks on one of the walls of the whole vehicle, so it takes less space. But it's not really that important. I mean, it's a cool gimmick, but doesn't do anything. Yeah, here. I put something heavy on my right mouse button to drill a bigger hole. It didn't work, so it didn't drill it at all. I mean, it started drilling on the very bottom and it stopped like maybe 2 seconds later. So, yep, the hole will be pretty small. Here I turn off the dropper and and hide the piston. I would probably make it a bit longer or place it in a different spot because it's just over the wheel, so you're dropping rocks over your wheels. Here's another problem that comes with this type of creation. The drill doesn't always place in the perfect position. I mean, it does place in a perfect position, but when you unlock the brakes, it moves a bit, always. So it displaces itself, and it makes for a few problems that I will type about later. I also had another idea with this kind of concept. So you would have a normal arm, like every axis, but every type of tool. So for example, you'd have grinders, you'd have drills, and you'd have welders. And you could like pick up certain tools with the whole arm and use it as multi-tool, to be honest. This truck is pretty nice for it because it just to be honest, it's a flatbed. It's a flatbed with a whole creation on the back. The whole creation started as a base just to see if it's even possible to do something like this. And it is possible, so I thought, alright, let's build a basic vehicle and just put it on the back. It started differently, it ended up like this, but it works. In the second version, or to be honest, first version of it, I will just try to redo this and make it with pistons, and it would be a much simpler version of it. Because it wouldn't like do this huge swap on the back, and it wouldn't have to be so high. The maximum height of it would be at the moment when the tower is fully extended. But this is the whole operation. The whole timer that locks the whole drilling bit waits a bit for it to wiggle and locks it after a few seconds. Yeah, this is where I start typing, so you can read it. I'm too blind at the moment to do this. Yep. I will repeat a few things I said, but there's some cool information. Yeah, this is the bigger hole. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the little creation I made in 2 days. 2 days before school. Why would you learn when you can build in Space Engineers? See ya.